So this is the code for lesson 12's assignment. Actually, you had mentioned in a previous lesson that you don't use else statements, and I really wanted to put a message if somebody entered a wrong entry, and I didn't know how to do that without using a huge long if statements with all the not equal to's. So I did some research and came up with this continue command, so I used that. So here I set up I import what the items I need, set up the LED pins and the LED objects, create a list for the raw RGB values and the converted 16-bit values, start the while loop doing the conversion. The first time it'll be on the empty, so the LEDs will stay off, and then sending those values to the LED, and then collect the user input here. I added an off option to the colors that you specified. Switch everything to lowercase so there's no confusion there, and then each if statement based on the color entry, I added the letter as well as the actual color. We'll set the RGB values, and then after each if statement, it will go back to the top, print those values or convert those values and send them to the LED. And then at the very bottom, if none of the if statements were entered, then it will print this: that was not a valid entry. So now I'll show you how it works. So here I'm going to try to show you the code actually running. I'll start it now. It asks me what I want. So if I put an R for red, it turns red. If I put a green, it turns green. If I type in red, it turns red. If I put a G, blue. Cyan. Magenta. Yellow. Orange. And then white, which I know it looks blue, but in real life it looks as close to white as I've seen these RGBs get. And then if I type off, it goes off. That's it.